Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So it is test day and we are here with Chicken Police Paint It Red. This is a game in my Amazon library, so I imagine it was free. I don't remember when that was, but we are going to give it a try today. If this is a game that you are interested in seeing continue, like the video, comment on it, or let me know that you want to see more, and we will see if we can add it in. But let's go ahead and get started. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Clawville City, Rourke District, former Atlas Hotel.
Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Okay.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Okay, so I think this is a point-and-click sort of game.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
Okay, and then my gun.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Okay, so I got some new items. Okay, I can call people, but I don't think we need that yet.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
Okay, so we can look at articles, pictures. We'll come back to that, because I think we'll go ahead and talk to her.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
All right, let's talk to her.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one, and it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
And she doesn't drink.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Okay, did we get that? Did I miss this?
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay, so I can now question. Let's look at these things. So codex, I guess. The notebook. The notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, the suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or pictures in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. So Deborah... She runs errands for her employer. A sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's particularly wealthy or rich. Deborah, Impala, female, pretty and fragile, nothing too special. Okay, codex. Okay, that's just, I guess, information. Let's get back. I apparently cannot change the volume settings in the game. Okay. The inventory, this is the stuff that I had currently gathered. Alright, let's check our pictures.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Okay.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Okay. The Wild Gentleman.
The Wild Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Okay. Cabinet?
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Well, maybe you have Deborah lockpick it as she got into your apartment. Old books. City. Let's talk to Deborah.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that just tells me everything I can look at.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Well, it didn't tell me how I was supposed to interrogate her, though. The clues. Do we turn off the light switch? Oh, I guess I can turn it on.
I don't even know what these papers are.
They're your papers. Oh, here it is, down here. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. He is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Okay. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Okay. So many options. Alright, detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the question is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Alright.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay. Let's see. Shy, doubtful. Maybe this one?
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Okay. Star sign. Did you come alone all by yourself?
Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah, well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Why did you come visit me?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately. Only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Hiding something. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
No question about that.
and has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Okay, are you in some sort of jam?
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland, not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Okay. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
Okay, be honest, tell me what you're afraid of.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Okay. I feel like I didn't find anything out, really, but, I guess I did okay. Final thoughts. Legendary Chicken Police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished good work. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster, Ibn Wessler. Okay, so let's check out our stuff. I got some more stuff on her. She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true, I'm pretty sure of that. Her current employer bolsters the ranks of Ibn Wessler, to put it mildly. This explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibanez. She runs errands. We already checked that. This is Natasha. Okay, she's receiving threats and she's gangster girlfriend. Now, this is Hobart Iben Wessler. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Okay, and then we have some clues. The mysterious messenger is a certain Miss Natasha Katsenko. And yes, we've got that. Alright, so we've already looked at pictures, light switch.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
We already looked at the papers, the typewriter, cabinet. Anything else? Okay, let's just talk to her
Why don't you
again.
take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Okay, what's my new item? I know Molly very well.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I guess that's a note to me. So I wonder who Molly is.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay. So we've got some new clues. The Tsar Club. And Molly, his wife. Okay. And then we have Natasha. She owns the Tsar Club. And then our rabbit here. Lewis Hayworth is an old friend. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. And that's his phone number. Okay. So I assume the phones will work. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owner of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequents the place. And it's famous for not serving cops except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we would have to go to the
Behind that
door.
door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Okay, so I assume we have to leave. I don't know how to leave, though. Oh, I guess I need to call the guy. Let's call the guy. What was his number again? 555-932. Okay. Oh, I didn't have to remember it. Oh, no, I do. 555-932.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Okay.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it, and now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Okay. Well, I guess this is where we're going to go ahead and end. If this is a game that you would like to see more of, like the video, comment on it, or let me know that you would like to see more, and we will see about adding it in. But that is everything for this time, and I will see you guys later. Bye!